before you wonder why the answer has not arrived, before you believe that heaven has forgotten your name, before fear convinces you that your waiting has no purpose. Listen carefully to my voice today. I have not brought you this far to leave you standing alone. I have been working in places your eyes cannot see and moving hearts you have never met. What feels silent to you has been filled with my activity. What appears delayed has been carefully prepared by my wisdom. Today I ask you to quiet every anxious thought, because I have something greater than your imagination waiting at the right moment. There are nights when you have asked why your prayers seem to echo back without an answer. There have been mornings when you smiled before others while carrying hidden pain inside your heart. I saw every tear that no one noticed. I heard every whispered prayer that never reached another person's ears. I have remained beside you through every difficult season. My love has never moved away from you, even when your faith felt small. I have been closer than your own breath and stronger than every battle that tried to convince you to surrender. My child, do not measure my faithfulness by what you can currently see. Measure it by every moment I carried you when you thought you were walking alone. Look back and remember the dangers you escaped without knowing. Remember the doors that closed only because they would have led you into greater pain. Remember the disappointments that later became protection. What you once called rejection became my direction. What looked like loss became preparation. What felt like waiting became the place where I strengthened your spirit for what is ahead. Many people chase quick success without understanding that lasting blessings are built upon a faithful heart. I care more about who you are becoming than how quickly you arrive. I am shaping your character so that when I place greater responsibility into your hands, you will carry it with wisdom instead of pride. You have prayed for increase. I am also preparing you to sustain that increase. You have asked me for influence. I am teaching you humility so your influence will heal instead of harm. Every lesson has a purpose. Every delay carries hidden value. Stop allowing fear to write stories about your future. Fear has never known my plans. Doubt has never understood my promises. Anxiety cannot see tomorrow because it only speaks from today's uncertainty. But I see every tomorrow before it arrives. I know every opportunity that is already moving toward you. I know every conversation that will open new doors. I know every blessing that is traveling through unseen paths until it reaches your life at exactly the right time. Do not compare your journey with someone else's path. I created every life with a different assignment. The victories of another person do not reduce the blessings I have prepared for you. Celebrate those who are rising because your own season is also approaching. Jealousy steals peace while gratitude prepares the heart for abundance. Choose gratitude today. Thank me even before you understand everything. Praise me even before every answer appears. Faith grows strongest when it continues believing before the miracle becomes visible. You have spent too much time believing the voices that spoke against you. Some people underestimated your future because they only judge your present circumstances. Others dismiss your dreams because they could not understand what I placed inside your heart. Do not carry their opinions any longer. They cannot define the destiny that I have already written. I formed your purpose long before anyone questioned your value. You were not created by accident. You were created with intention. Every gift within you has meaning. Every experience has become part of your preparation. Walk with integrity even when dishonesty appears easier. Choose kindness when bitterness seems justified. Speak truth when deception offers temporary advantage. Forgive even when your emotions resist. These choices may appear small to the world, but they are precious before me. They shape your spirit. They strengthen your faith. They prepare you for greater responsibilities. Never believe that obedience is wasted. Every faithful step becomes another stone on the path I am building before you. When discouragement knocks upon your heart, do not invite it to remain. Replace every fearful thought with my promises. Fill your mind with hope instead of defeat. Speak life instead of despair. The words you repeat become the direction your heart follows. Let your mouth declare confidence instead of defeat. Let your thoughts reflect trust instead of worry. I have given you the ability to stand even when circumstances shake around you. Spend time with me each day, not because you fear punishment, but because love grows through relationship. Bring me your questions, bring me your weakness, bring me your confusion. I am not asking you to pretend that everything is perfect. I am asking you to trust me while I transform what is imperfect. Honest prayer opens the heart for healing. Quiet moments in my presence renew strength that the world cannot provide. Do not ignore the people who need encouragement. Sometimes the miracle you are waiting for begins when you become an answer to someone else's prayer. Offer kindness freely. Speak words that restore hope. Help those who cannot repay you. Love without expecting recognition. The seeds you plant through compassion never disappear. They continue growing in ways you cannot yet imagine. There will come a day when you will look back at this season and realize that I never abandoned you for a single moment. You will understand why certain doors remained closed. You will see why some relationships ended. You will recognize that my protection often arrived disguised as disappointment. On that day, your heart will overflow with gratitude because you will finally see the beautiful picture that I was creating while you only saw scattered pieces. Do not stop believing now. You are closer than you realize. Continue walking with courage. Continue choosing faith over fear. Continue seeking my presence above every distraction. I am leading you one faithful step at a time toward the future I prepared for you before you were born. If these words have touched your heart today, and you choose to walk forward with faith instead of fear, write, "Yes, Lord, I trust your timing," in the comments as your declaration. Let your confession strengthen not only your own heart, but also encourage someone else who reads it. Do not allow the silence around you to convince you that I have become silent toward you. There are moments when I work without announcing every step. A seed does not break through the ground the same day it is planted. It grows where human eyes cannot witness its progress. In the same way, I have been cultivating blessings beneath the surface of your life. Every prayer you offered with sincerity has reached me. Every act of faith you chose instead of fear has become part of the foundation I am building for your future. Nothing you have entrusted to me has been forgotten. There have been days when your strength felt almost gone. You carried responsibilities that seemed heavier than your heart could bear. You wondered how much longer you could continue, yet here you are. You are still standing. That is not because of your own power alone. I have been strengthening you quietly. I have breathed courage into you when discouragement tried to consume your thoughts. I have given you peace during nights when sleep seemed impossible. I have protected your mind from battles that could have overwhelmed you. Even when you believed you had reached your limit, my hand was still supporting you. Do not mistake my patience for absence. I know the exact moment when every answer should arrive. If I were to place every blessing into your hands before its proper time, it could become a burden instead of a gift. My wisdom sees beyond the present moment. I know what must happen first. I know which lessons will protect your future. I know which relationships will strengthen your purpose and which ones would distract you from it. Trust that I am arranging every detail with perfect understanding. My child, I want your faith to become deeper than your circumstances. Anyone can believe when life is easy. True faith grows when hope remains alive, even while answers have not yet appeared. Continue thanking me before you see the breakthrough. Continue worshiping me before the victory becomes visible. Continue walking in obedience before every promise is fulfilled. Faith that remains steadfast during the waiting season becomes unshakable when the harvest arrives. Release the habit of carrying tomorrow's burdens before tomorrow comes. Many of your worries have never happened, and many never will. Fear creates stories that my truth has never written. Instead of rehearsing worst-case scenarios, fill your heart with my promises. Speak words that bring life into your home. Let gratitude become stronger than complaint. Let hope become louder than anxiety. Every day choose to believe that I am already making a way where you cannot yet see one. I have placed gifts inside you that the world still has not recognized. Do not hide them because someone failed to appreciate them. Continue developing what I have entrusted to you. Read with diligence. Learn with humility. Serve with excellence. Speak with kindness. Every small act of faithfulness prepares you for greater opportunities. Those who honor little things are often entrusted with much greater things in due time. Be careful not to let disappointment harden your heart. Pain should teach wisdom, but it must never steal compassion. There will always be people who misunderstand you. There will always be voices that criticize what they cannot understand. Forgive them and keep moving forward. Refuse to become the person who wounded you. Instead, become the person who reflects my love. Mercy is not weakness. Forgiveness is not surrender. They are signs that my spirit is transforming your heart. Spend time encouraging your family. Speak words that heal instead of words that divide. Listen before you answer. Pray before you react. Choose patience when frustration tries to control your emotions. A peaceful home is built one decision at a time. The kindness you show today may become the answer someone in your family has been praying for. Never underestimate the power of gentle words spoken with sincere love. Do not become discouraged because your journey seems longer than expected. Great foundations require careful construction. I am building something that will endure storms. Temporary success fades quickly, but blessings established upon truth remain firm through every season. I want your life to become a testimony that inspires others to trust me. The miracle I am preparing is not only for your joy, it will strengthen the faith of people who watch what I have done in your life. Continue opening my word every day. Let it become your daily bread. Do not simply read it, meditate upon it, live it. Allow it to shape your decisions. Let it guide your conversations. Let it influence your thoughts. The more my truth fills your heart, the less room fear will have to remain. My word is a light for every uncertain path and strength for every weary soul. There are opportunities approaching that you cannot yet imagine. Doors are opening beyond your current vision. I am placing people in your path who will encourage your purpose instead of weakening it. I am removing hidden obstacles before you even discover they existed. Continue walking faithfully. Do not stop because you cannot yet see the destination. I see it clearly, and I am leading you there step by step. Remember that every act of obedience matters. Every prayer offered in faith matters. Every tear surrendered into my hands matters. Every sacrifice made for righteousness matters. I never overlook faithfulness. I never forget love shown in secret. I never ignore a humble heart that continues seeking me despite every challenge. Lift your eyes today. Refuse to measure your future by yesterday's disappointments. Your story is still being written. The chapter you're living now is not the final page. I am the author of your purpose, and I never abandon the work of my hands. Continue trusting, continue believing, continue expecting good, because I am preparing far more than you have asked for. If you receive this message with faith and choose to keep trusting me through every season, declare, Amen. I will keep walking by faith. Let your words become a testimony that encourages another heart to keep believing with you. Lift your eyes from the weight you have been carrying and place your attention upon me. I know the questions that have been filling your thoughts. I know the moments when you wondered if your prayers had reached my heart. I know the silent battles that no one else has seen. I have watched you continue moving forward even when your strength felt exhausted. I have seen you choose hope while disappointment stood before you. I have never turned away from your cries. Every word you have spoken in faith has been treasured. Every tear has been noticed. Every moment you chose to trust instead of giving up has become part of the beautiful testimony I am creating through your life. The season you are walking through is not meant to destroy you. It is shaping you into someone who can carry greater peace, greater wisdom, and greater responsibility. Do not become discouraged because the process feels slow. Mountains are not formed in a single moment, and neither is the character that reflects my heart. I am building within you a foundation that no storm will be able to shake. When the winds of uncertainty blow, you will remain standing because your confidence will no longer depend on changing circumstances. It will rest upon my unchanging love. My child, there are blessings approaching your life that require a heart prepared by patience. If I answered every request immediately, you would celebrate the gift but miss the growth that comes through waiting. The waiting has not been empty. It has been full of my instruction. I have been teaching you to recognize my voice above the noise of fear. I have been teaching you to find peace without depending on perfect situations. I have been teaching you to walk by faith instead of by what your eyes can measure. These lessons will remain with you long after today's struggles have disappeared. Do not allow regret to become a permanent companion. I have already seen every mistake you have made, yet my love has never withdrawn from you. Learn from yesterday, but do not live there. The enemy desires to keep your thoughts trapped in memories that I have already forgiven. I call you forward, not backward. I invite you into freedom, not endless guilt. Receive my forgiveness completely. When I remove your burdens, do not pick them up again. Walk in the confidence that my mercy is new every morning and my compassion never runs out. I also want you to guard your words carefully. The words you speak over your own life have power. Stop saying that you will never succeed. Stop declaring that nothing good will happen for you. Stop repeating the language of defeat. Begin speaking with hope, because hope opens your heart to receive what I am doing. Speak life over your family. Speak peace over your home. Speak blessing over your future. Let your conversations reflect faith instead of fear. As your heart fills with my truth, your words will begin to carry encouragement instead of discouragement. Do not become distracted by those who constantly criticize, complain, or spread negativity. You cannot walk confidently toward the future while carrying the weight of every opinion around you. Some people speak from their own disappointments. Others judge what they have never understood. Pray for them, but do not allow their voices to become louder than mine. My opinion of you has always been rooted in love. I see the purpose I placed inside you before the foundation of the world. I know what you are capable of becoming when you continue trusting me. There are people around you who need the hope that I have placed inside your heart. Your kindness may become someone's reason to believe again. Your patience may restore a broken relationship. Your forgiveness may stop a cycle of pain that has lasted for generations. Never underestimate the influence of a life surrendered to my guidance. I do not ask you to become perfect overnight. I ask you to remain available. Allow me to shape your character day by day, and I will use your life to bring light into places that have known only darkness. Make room for quiet moments with me. The world will always compete for your attention, but peace grows where my presence is welcomed. Set aside time to listen instead of rushing through every day. Open my word and allow it to renew your thinking. Speak to me honestly about your fears, your dreams, your family, and your future. I delight in hearing your voice. Relationship with me is not built through hurried moments but through faithful fellowship. As you spend time with me, you will begin to notice that fear loses its grip and confidence begins to grow. Do not fear the changes that are coming. Some changes will require courage, but they will also open doors that could never remain closed forever. I am removing obstacles you did not even know existed. I am protecting you from dangers you have never seen. I am aligning opportunities with the purpose I have written for your life. Even when one chapter ends unexpectedly, trust that I already hold the beginning of the next chapter in my hands. When your heart grows weary, remember how many times I have already carried you through impossible situations. I was faithful then, and I remain faithful now. My character does not change with circumstances. My promises do not expire. My love does not weaken. The same hand that guided you through yesterday will guide you through tomorrow. Continue placing one faithful step in front of another. You do not need to understand every detail. You only need to trust the one who already sees the complete path. There is coming a day when the prayers you have whispered in secret will become testimonies spoken with joy. You will see that my timing was never late. You will discover that every delay contained hidden protection. You will realize that every challenge strengthened your faith for the blessing that followed. On that day, gratitude will fill your heart because you will understand that I was never withholding good from you. I was preparing something better than you imagined. Stand firm today. Refuse to surrender your hope. Refuse to allow fear to define your future. Walk in confidence because I walk beside you. Let your heart remain steady, your faith remain alive, and your eyes remain fixed on my promises. The miracle is closer than you think, and I am leading you toward it, one faithful step at a time. If your heart chooses to believe, my promises today, write, "God is leading me forward," in the comments. Let your declaration encourage another person who needs hope to keep trusting the journey. Do not become discouraged because the road has been longer than you expected. I have never measured your life by how quickly you arrived. I measure it by how faithfully you continued walking when everything around you tempted you to stop. Every step you have taken in obedience has mattered. Every prayer whispered through tears has reached my heart. Every decision to forgive instead of seeking revenge has reflected my character within you. I have watched your perseverance, and I tell you today that your labor has not been in vain. The harvest is closer than you realize. There are blessings already moving toward your life that no person can prevent. What I have established cannot be overturned by human opinions, unexpected setbacks, or moments of uncertainty. When I decide to open a door, no force on earth can keep it closed. When I choose to lift you, no voice of criticism can keep you down. Place your confidence in my authority rather than the changing circumstances around you. I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. My promises are not fragile. They do not fade because of delays. They remain secure because they rest upon my faithfulness, not upon human strength. My child, I know there have been moments when you questioned your own worth. You looked at your weaknesses more than my grace. You remembered your failures more than my forgiveness. You focused on what was missing instead of what I was building within you. Today, I ask you to see yourself through my eyes. I do not define you by your worst day. I do not measure your future by your past mistakes. I see the person you are becoming through every lesson, every trial, and every victory. I see courage growing where fear once ruled. I see wisdom replacing confusion. I see peace taking the place of constant worry. Continue becoming the person I created you to be. Stop believing that you must carry every burden by yourself. You were never designed to live under the weight of constant anxiety. Bring your concerns to me every day. Bring me your family, your finances, your health, your dreams, and your unanswered questions. I am not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. There is no situation beyond my wisdom and no problem greater than my power. The more you surrender to me, the lighter your heart will become. Trust is not passive. Trust is the daily decision to place your confidence in my hands instead of your fears. Guard your heart against bitterness. Unforgiveness silently steals joy and keeps your spirit tied to painful memories. Release those who have hurt you into my hands. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the pain never happened. It means choosing freedom over endless resentment. When you let go of bitterness, you make room for my peace to fill the places where anger once lived. I desire your heart to remain soft, compassionate, and full of hope, because that is where my love shines most clearly. Remember to care for those I have placed in your life. Your family needs your patience. Your friends need your encouragement. Strangers need your kindness. The world is filled with people carrying invisible burdens, just as you once carried yours in silence. Be generous with your words. Speak life into discouraged hearts. Offer comfort to those who feel forgotten. Sometimes the greatest miracle begins with one act of love inspired by me. Never underestimate what I can accomplish through a willing heart. Do not become distracted by temporary success that pulls you away from eternal purpose. I have called you to something greater than chasing approval or collecting possessions. I desire that your life becomes a reflection of my goodness. Let your integrity speak louder than your achievements. Let your compassion become more noticeable than your accomplishments. Let your humility remain greater than your recognition. These qualities will sustain you long after temporary success has faded. Spend time in my presence before making important decisions. The world often encourages haste, but wisdom grows through stillness. Listen before you act. Pray before you decide. Seek understanding before responding. When you invite me into your decisions, I will guide your steps with clarity. There may be moments when my direction seems different from what others expect, but my path always leads toward lasting peace. Do not fear walking the road I have prepared for you simply because it looks different from the crowd. The enemy desires to convince you that your best days are behind you. That is a lie. I am the God who restores what seemed lost. I breathe new life into weary hearts. I renew dreams that appeared forgotten. I create opportunities where others see impossibilities. What seems impossible to human understanding remains completely possible with me. Therefore, refuse to surrender your expectations. Keep believing, keep preparing. Keep moving forward with confidence because I am already working beyond what your eyes can currently perceive. As you continue growing in faith, you will also grow in wisdom. You will become slower to react in anger and quicker to respond with grace. You will become less concerned about proving yourself and more focused on serving others. You will begin to recognize my hand in ordinary moments. A quiet morning, a peaceful conversation, an unexpected opportunity, and a simple act of kindness will remind you that I am constantly present. My miracles are not always dramatic. Many begin quietly, growing steadily until their beauty becomes impossible to ignore. One day, you will look back at this season and understand why I ask you to remain patient. You will see how every closed door protected you from unnecessary pain. You will recognize how every delay prepared you for greater responsibility. You will thank me for the prayers I answered differently than you expected because my answers were always rooted in perfect love. Until that day arrives, continue trusting me with your whole heart. Continue walking faithfully even when you cannot yet see the destination. Do not lose your joy while waiting for what is still coming. Joy is not something you postpone until the miracle arrives. Joy grows from knowing that I am with you right now. Celebrate my goodness today. Be thankful for today's provision while believing for tomorrow's blessing. Live each day with expectation because I am constantly doing more than you can presently imagine. If you choose today to place every burden into my hands and believe that I am already making a way for you, write, "I choose faith over fear" in the comments. Let your declaration become an encouragement to everyone who is still waiting for their breakthrough. Now, listen carefully because I want these final words to remain in your heart long after this message ends. Do not close your ears to my voice simply because your circumstances have not changed overnight. The greatest transformations often begin inside the heart before they become visible to the world. I have been changing your perspective. I have been strengthening your spirit. I have been teaching you to trust me with a confidence that cannot be shaken by disappointment or delayed answers. What I have begun in your life, I will faithfully complete. My work does not stop halfway. My promises do not expire. My love does not grow weaker with time. It remains constant, powerful, and unchanging. There will be moments ahead when unexpected opportunities will appear before you. Do not be afraid to walk through the doors I open. Do not allow memories of past failures to keep you from embracing the future I have prepared. The mistakes behind you no longer have authority over the purpose before you. I have already written a new chapter. Walk into it with courage. Walk into it with gratitude. Walk into it with faith. Remember that I do not call those who are already perfect. I strengthen those who are willing to trust me one day at a time. My child, never forget that your greatest treasure is not found in possessions, recognition, or human applause. Your greatest treasure is my presence walking beside you every single day. If you have my peace, you possess something the world cannot purchase. If you have my wisdom, you carry guidance greater than any earthly advice. If you have my love, you have a foundation that no storm can destroy. Guard this relationship above everything else. Spend time with me before the world demands your attention. Let prayer become the first conversation of your day, rather than the final option after everything else has failed. When blessings begin to overflow in your life, remain humble. Do not forget the difficult seasons that taught you compassion. Remember those who are still praying for the breakthrough you have already received. Extend your hand to those who feel forgotten. Encourage those whose hope has become weak. Share your testimony with sincerity because someone else's faith may grow stronger when they hear what I have done in your life. Never allow success to make you independent from me. The closer I bring you to your purpose, the closer I desire your heart to remain. Continue filling your home with words of peace. Speak blessings over your family. Pray for your children, your parents, your friends, and even those who have misunderstood you. Do not allow anger to become the atmosphere of your home. Let forgiveness live there. Let kindness remain there. Let patience become the language of your relationships. Every loving word you speak plants a seed that will one day produce beautiful fruit. The home that welcomes my presence becomes a place where hope grows even during difficult seasons. There will always be voices trying to distract you. Some will tell you that your faith is foolish. Others will insist that you should give up because the answer has taken too long. Do not listen to them. Listen to me. I have never failed those who continue trusting my heart. There were seasons when you could not understand my direction, yet later you discovered that my way protected you from greater pain. The same will be true again. My wisdom reaches beyond the limits of human understanding. Therefore, continue following my voice even when you cannot see the entire road ahead. Remember that gratitude unlocks joy. Begin each day by thanking me for the breath in your lungs, the strength to rise, the opportunities before you, and the lessons that continue shaping your character. A grateful heart sees blessings that a complaining heart often overlooks. Do not wait until every prayer is answered before choosing gratitude. Thank me while you are still waiting. Praise me while you are still believing. Worship me while you are still walking. Your praise declares that your confidence rests in my character rather than your circumstances. I also ask you to remain faithful in small things. Continue showing kindness when no one notices. Continue choosing honesty when shortcuts appear easier. Continue serving others without expecting recognition. Continue reading my word even when life becomes busy. Continue praying even when your emotions feel weak. Every faithful habit strengthens your spirit. Every quiet act of obedience prepares you for greater responsibility. I delight in hearts that remain faithful whether they stand before crowds or serve in silence. The miracle you have been praying for may arrive differently than you imagined, but it will arrive according to my perfect wisdom. Trust my timing. Trust my process. Trust my love. I know what is best for you because I know every tomorrow before it comes. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me unprepared. The same hands that form the stars hold your future securely. Rest in that truth. Sleep peacefully knowing that I remain awake, watching over you with endless love. As this message comes to its close, I want you to carry one truth with you every day. You are never alone. Wherever you go, my presence goes before you. When you feel weak, lean upon my strength. When you feel uncertain, seek my wisdom. When you feel discouraged, remember my promises. When joy fills your heart, thank me and share that joy with others. Live each day knowing that I am working for your good even when you cannot yet see the complete picture. If these words have brought peace to your heart, write Amen. I believe your promises. Let your declaration become an act of faith that encourages someone else who reads it. And if you feel happy with my words today, continue returning to hear my voice. Allow these messages to strengthen your faith and help you apply my truth in your daily life. Share this message with someone who needs hope, comfort, and encouragement today. Support this channel so that more hearts can hear words that point them toward faith, peace, and love. Like this video, subscribe for more messages of hope and share it with your family and friends. Stay with me each day, keep my word in your heart, and remember that the greatest miracle is not only what I place into your hands, but also the person I am transforming you to become. My peace goes with you, my love surrounds you, and my faithfulness will never leave you.